welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another video, with ASMR with Asia, and that's Asia with the Z, not with the S, you already know, big Z's over here. So this is a very, 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 very important video. Thanks to you all, I am now at a point where I am over 2,000 subscribers. Whoa, that is amazing, y'all. Like, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Now, guys, I am doing one of my infamous lunch break videos, and I'm in a parking lot, and I'm like away from the stores and the other cars, but every now and then there may be a little bit of noise, so I apologize in advance for that. So this will most likely be a cupped video, so I can secure the sensitivity to the sounds. But yes, guys, so today is the long-awaited Q&A video. First of all, if this is your first video of mine that you're watching, does that make sense? And you, welcome to ASMR with Asia. I ask right now that if you like what you hear, that you hit subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do it now. See the video through. If the vibes is not there for you, don't subscribe. It is what it is, okay? But if the vibes are there, you're digging it, you're liking it, please feel free to subscribe and go like some of my other videos, so you can get to know me. Because a lot of y'all don't know me, and it shows with these questions. But I ain't even diagnosed with anxiety. So I never want to like say like I have anxiety, but I feel like everybody, whether you get diagnosed with anxiety or not, has experienced anxiety in some form or fashion. So I think the way that I deal with it, how do I deal with anxiety? And guys, even though I wrote these questions down, I didn't think of answers, or I didn't write down any answers because I wanted it to be as organic as possible. I wanted it to seem like I was seeing the questions for the first time with you, so you can get the most organic answer from me. Okay, so how do I deal with anxiety? Honestly, I know everyone isn't religious, and everybody doesn't feel like to talk about religious or spiritual situations, but I do believe in God. I am a Christian, so I would say for me, my very first source is always going to be God for any situation. So I'm definitely going to pray for God to take away the anxiety, to ease and calm my mind. If you have trusted companions, whether that be siblings, friends, a significant other, for me it's definitely my boyfriend Brandon. He just calms me. And then of course my sisters. I have 2 older sisters, which is amazing. So they definitely play a big part in me being able to vent. So venting for some helps. It helps for me, just to be able to get off my chest, just for someone else to hear what I'm going through and tell me like, hey, right now you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Right now things are looking a bit shaky, but it's gonna get better. And sometimes all you need to hear is it's gonna get better. And you just have to have faith and believe in that. And everything, let me tell you right now, guys, whatever you're going through, even I'm going through stuff, and I know for me and for you, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It has no choice but to get better. Okay. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I am hands down an extrovert. Hands down. I'm not gonna say I like to be the life of the party, because like I'm not one of those people that like, oh, all eyes on me, I need the attention. I'm not that type, but I do get along with everybody. Like I get along with everybody. That's just, oh my god, I thought this video was not recording. I was about to go crazy. But yeah, I get along with everybody. Like some people don't like large groups of people. For me it's not a big deal. Like I get in where I fit in. I mix, I mingle, all that. Yeah, it is perfect because Brandon is an introvert, and I think it's a really good balance, because I love to give this example when, like, say, when you're in an elevator with people you don't know, it's always kind of awkward a little bit. And I feel like for introverts, it's even more awkward. For extroverts, it's kind of like not as awkward, because, like, we're just like, hey, what's up, you know? So, like, I feel like when we're in awkward situations like that, I can come to the rescue, and I can, like, be the voice for both of us, and that goes for not just in the elevator, but like even like in the grocery store, or when like this old, like say this old couple is just trying to like make conversation, and it's not that Brandon doesn't like to talk to people, it's just that, you know, some people are just not as like social. He's still a very nice person, he's just not social. So I really think, even though this was not a question, I really think introverts and extroverts together are like a great pairing. How did you and your partner meet? Okay, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, honestly, but hold on, guys, I gotta clear my throat. So yeah, oh my god, they're doing lawn everywhere. It's like I didn't want to record by my job, because they usually do like the yard or the grass on Fridays, and now of course I come to this big ass parking lot and they want to be doing, I just want talking about God, and now I'm cussing, oh my goodness. But yeah, me and Brandon actually met on, drum roll please, oh that was loud. So I still can't believe that I actually might have, well, I did find love, because I do love Brandon, but a dating website, but it was Facebook dating, so it wasn't like Tinder or POF. Not saying anything is wrong with those apps, but I just feel like Facebook dating is a little bit more like serious. Like when you hear Tinder and POF, you think of hooking up, you know, quick, you know. But like with Facebook dating, it's a little bit more like, you know, serious to a certain aspect. honestly, and I feel like a lot of people are surprised when I say this. I don't know why, but to my knowledge, I have never been cheated on. Again, to my knowledge. Now don't get me wrong, my first relationship was when I was 16. It lasted until we were 20, so we were 16 to 20. I don't believe he ever cheated, like, physically, but like it was stupid stuff, like stupid, like 11th grade, 12th grade stuff, where like it was this girl that went to his church, and like they were texting, and like I think she used the word baby, like, so it's like little stuff like that. But do I think, like, mind you, like, we lost our virginities to each other, so it's not like I had to worry about him being out here having intercourse with other women. Like, we had a lot of firsts together. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been cheated on. I've only been in like 3 relationships, like serious relationships. And yeah, the ending, like, I feel like a lot of people think relationships don't last because of infidelity, and I'm like, no. Like, I've had unsuccessful relationships, and none of them were because of infidelity. It was more so compatibility. Like, why can't that just be a thing? Like, we weren't compatible. Why does it have to be, oh, somebody must have cheated, type of thing? But no, to the person that asked the question, I know why you asked, and I appreciate you asking. I don't want you to think I'm throwing shade at you. Not at you. So thank you for that question. Question number 8. Are you planning to get married? Most definitely. I definitely want to be a wife one day. Brandon knows that. And he knows that, like, yes, he does spend time, like, he does stay in my house, but my daughter is with her father and stuff. But you already know, I don't want to do that shacking up stuff. So if we gonna get a place together, or like within the next year when my lease is up, then we gotta at least be engaged. Like, even if we're not fully married, we need to at least be engaged, because I'm not shacking up. Like, I'm not living with no man if we not engaged, and marriage is the goal. But yes, we both are on the same page with that. We both want that. We both see that in our future. Now, as far as the wedding, I've always imagined myself wanting to have like a big wedding, or not even big, but just a wedding. But like, of course, the older I get, I'm just like, the courthouse don't sound too bad, and then just have like a reception. But then again, like, I really do think I want my special day with my dress and with bridesmaids and groomsmen. So I'm kind of still up in the air about what I want to do for real. We'll kind of just see about the wedding part. Most rewarding part of being a mom, by far, I would say, and this question, y'all, I'm sorry, I do remember that this is from my girl Spiritual ASMR. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I just remembered there was a question I did not complete, so I may not ask that one. I may not answer that one. But yeah, sorry. Most rewarding part of being a mom. The most rewarding part would hands down have to be, and I don't even know if this is me answering the question correctly, but anyways, it's gonna be my answer. It's definitely the unconditional love that your child gives you. Like, when I say there is nothing like it, and I don't mean that to say like, oh, if you're not a mother, then you don't know what I'm talking about, but that's kind of true. Like, yes, I'm sure you experience unconditional love. I'll never take that from you. I hope you experience unconditional love, but the unconditional love from a child hits different, because it's like, and I don't even want to get emotional, y'all. Mother's Day is on Sunday. But yeah, it's like this child, this person, this human being is like, is gonna love you no matter what. Like, you can be with a man today, and tomorrow y'all can be broken up, and then a year from now, you know, the love may not be there. Like, you know, you may like love them, but like, you know, it's kind of like a different kind of love. It's like, I love you because, you know, you're my brother or sister in Christ, and God said I should love everyone. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like this person is always gonna choose me. This person loves me. Like, okay, so before having kids, you know how like you would be around kids, and like the kids would just like be not feeling you, like don't want to come to you, don't want to engage with you, and then you kind of be like, oh, like, why this child don't want to play with me, type of thing. But when you have your own child, it's like they're always in the mood for you. Like, you're the person that comforts them. They want you. Like, you know how like you hold a baby, and like that baby is crying and reaching for their mama, you're holding them. Like, person. Like, you're the person, you're the safe space for that child. It's just, if you get it, you get it. Hardest part about being a mother, definitely, I think the hardest part is more so a mind thing, like just knowing like this world is so crazy, and it's hard knowing that you won't always be able to protect them. Like right now, here I am at work on my lunch break. Kinsley's 35 minutes away from me at daycare. If something were to go down right now, I'm not there to protect her, and that's a scary feeling. For parents who have, oh Jesus, I think that's a plane. For parents that have had children go away to college, I mean, they could be in college hours away. Like, you can't protect them. Like, the world is so scary and unpredictable, and it's like one day people are here and the next day people are gone. Like, it's crazy. So I think that's the hardest part, just like the fear of the unknown, I guess you can say. 5 things you would do if you won the lottery. This is question number 10, guys. 5 things I would do if I won the lottery. Okay. I would give a percentage back to the church. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Like, give my tithes back to God in some way. I'm definitely buying a house and a vehicle. I'm definitely going to invest so I can have residual income. And then, of course, look out for my family in whatever capacity that may be. So yeah, house. I need something that I don't have to think about. Buying a house, buying a car, starting a business / investing into stocks, bonds, or something. Giving back to the church, giving back to my family. Period. Okay, question 11. Bucket list vacation place you'd like to travel to. Definitely Aruba. I don't know why. Like, I've always wanted to go to Aruba. Like, ever since a kid. Like, I've just been fascinated with Aruba. So, if I had to name one place, because I can name many, it would definitely be Aruba. So this question is kind of heavy. Before I answer this question, which is question number 12, I want to say that I am not a licensed psychologist by any means. I have no credentials in psychology, in counseling, in mental health whatsoever. I wish I did, but I don't. So this is just like my best advice. This may not be the right answer. This may not be the clinically correct answer, but someone asks, do you have advice for suicidal people? And my response to that question is, I know. Sorry, because I'm going to roll the window up. I know things are hard right now. Oh my God, it sounds so much better with the windows up. I should have did that a long time ago. Sorry, guys. I know things are hard for you right now. And you feel like there's no way out, literally, except for that one way. But things do get better. I feel like that is like the topic of this 2K special. Things do get better. And you may not see it now. Things may look gray and cloudy and dark, but things get better. Whether you know it or not, someone out there loves you. I love you. And you're probably thinking you don't even know who I am, but I love you. I do. If you were to make yourself known to me right now, if you came up to my car window, I would love you. And I think that your life is important. You're needed. Whether you have family or no family, you may have no family and feel like you're not needed by anyone. Somebody somewhere needs you. Whether you know it or not. It may be, I don't know, 2 weeks from now, and you may see an old lady crossing the street and a car is coming, and you may be, and I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, you may be that person to intervene for that old lady so that she doesn't get hit. You were needed in that situation. You never know what your life and your presence can do for somebody else. And I'm not trying to make this about somebody else, because it's about you ultimately, but you are needed is what I'm trying to say. So before you make that decision, just really think, in 5 years, where could I be? 5 years, life can be totally different. You could be the happiest person walking around. Don't lose hope. Keep the faith. Things get better. Okay. This is a good one, guys. Oh, it's getting a little warm. Sorry, guys. How was your relationship with your child's father after he found out you were pregnant? This is a good question. So, just to fast forward to now, me and my daughter's father have an amazing co-parenting relationship. Like, we get along. We have a set schedule. We're pretty much good with sticking to the schedule. Whenever there's going to be a situation where I need him or he needs me, we communicate that. We get it taken care of. We find a babysitter if either one of us can't do it or have pre-planned events. So I just want to give you the basis now. We're good now. After I got pregnant, yes, ultimately we were both excited because I wasn't like, even though I always said I wanted to be married before I had kids, that was not the case, of course, in this time. But like, it wasn't like my daughter was like a oops baby or a mistake. I hate when people say that, but she wasn't a mistake. Not trying to be TMI, but I actually knew I was ovulating the night we conceived her, and we both were kind of okay with the possibility of her being conceived, so it kind of was mutual. So of course, when we found out, we were excited. It's crazy because I remember the day it happened. I was in his bathroom and I had just peed on a stick, and it came back, and he was on the phone with his brother's girlfriend at the time. So like, I'm all like, I come into the room all excited, and like, he knew what I was doing in the bathroom. So me coming back excited should let you know, like, hey, like, what's the good news, like. But he was just like so engaged, and they're like pointless, like, cause she is a talker. So like, I feel like she was just going and going and going and going, and he wasn't ending the conversation while I'm trying to express the news to him. So that pissed me off. But I mean, other than that, everything was good. We were excited. Of course, I was pregnant during COVID, so that sucked. I literally went to, I would say 95% of my doctor's appointments alone, because at that time dads were not allowed. The dad could only come to the very first appointment, the very first ultrasound appointment, and then after that, like, it just had to be mom. So that definitely sucked. I didn't get the full experience of a pregnancy. Like, I tripped. Like, I didn't have like the ultrasounds with both of us there. I never had, like, I always envisioned myself having the moment where, like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm craving Oreos and orange juice and he like hops up and goes to get it. Not saying he wouldn't have done that, but like, that just never happened. And like, we got in arguments while I was pregnant. There was one time, again, not trying to make him seem like a bad person or anything, but there was one time, quick little story time, we had got into it about something so stupid. So when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had started working a second job, so I was working 2 jobs. The second job was pretty laid back. All I did was, I'm like still talking like I don't have to be back to work. I'm gonna have to finish this later, so this is probably the last one, but okay. So I was working 2 jobs. The second job was like light work. Like, I just had it was a guy. He was high function, but he did have like disabilities, but he was like high function. So like, we would do stuff, easy job. Like, I think like 3 to 4 hours I would spend with him. I think it was from like 4 to 8 or something like that, something along those lines. So we had planned that when I had got off the second job, that we were gonna watch. I can't remember what it was. We were gonna watch something together. So I get off, I get to his place, and he is watching a movie. This movie, he's just like started, like, I would say not even halfway in. And like, yeah, I know he could have stopped it, but when I walked in, it was like he was not trying to stop it. Like, I think I went and showered and everything. He was still watching it, and I'm like, I was irritated because I'm like, bro, I'm pregnant. I don't work 2 jobs today. We didn't already discuss hours ago through text messages that we were gonna, when I got off and got comfortable and dressed, showered and my night clothes over, we were gonna watch it, and like, you in here watching this movie, like, you think I'm about to wait for you to finish this movie? It's late. I'm pregnant. So, guys, that simple little situation led to this huge argument. And this man really told me at this time, y'all, it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's literally after 10 o'clock. He literally told me that I could leave his house and go home. I'm like, I'm pregnant with your child, carrying your child, and you gonna tell me 10 o'clock at night I can go home? Mind you, my house is like 25 minutes away. Okay, I left. I sure did. I left. But like, it wasn't all bad. Like, I had showed him like this cup that I had wanted. It's one of those cups where you can like track your pregnancy. It's like a water bottle that you can track your pregnancy. And for every new week, it's a new sticker, and the sticker is correlate with like the size the baby should be. Like, your baby is the size of an orange. Your baby is the size of an eggplant. You know that. So yeah, like, he did little stuff like that. Like, he surprised me with that cup. Like, don't get me wrong, he wasn't a bad guy. He's an amazing father. But yeah, we had our ups and downs for sure while I was pregnant. And then, like, you all know, like, literally, my daughter was born in August. That September, we like broke up, which is not funny, but you know, we just weren't compatible, and it took. Yeah, I know. But yeah, guys, I have to go ahead and head back to work now. It's 2 o'clock. I'm supposed to be clocking in at 2:01, and I'm not even at the job. Like, my job is like 3 minutes down the street, so I'm late. But it's Friday, so fuck it Friday. But guys, there's most likely gonna be a part 2 to this. So this is just part 1 of the 2K